We're going to need the marshals from the B final. So,
when we've been a while,
One, two, three, four.
Dad.
You're going to put them on banner?
Yeah, I think.
I was going to put it at the start of the video. Oh, we don't know.
I always say that. If everyone keep going, I don't see this time.
My ability to drive through there. I'm fine. If you can take that back section off with the hub.
Neil Crabb. Second on the grid, driving the Yokomo car. Please welcome Lee Martin. Third on the grid, driving for TLR. Please welcome Ellis Stafford. Fourth on the grid, for PR Racing. Please welcome Kevin Lee. Third for some Schumacher cars. Fifth on the grid, please welcome Tom Yardy. Team C car, sixth on the grid, please welcome Craig Collinson. Driving the Schumacher chassis, seventh on the grid, please welcome Phil Slade. And likewise another Schumacher car, eighth on the grid, please welcome Danny McGee. Ninth on the grid, Team C car, please welcome Connor Copper. And tenth on the grid, driving the Serpent chassis, please welcome Simon Moss. They are your
A final, two-wheel drive, leg one.
So Neil gets away. The end of the same story, but there's some changes because it looks like the Kev Lee car has moved up and he's into second place. So it's 1:45.68. Oh my, these guys have got some horsepower, haven't they? But already on the second lap, you can see that Neil Crabb with his associated car is basically trying to check out early here. Kev Lee running second, and then we've got Tom Yardy, that is, and then Craig Collinson, Danny McGee, Phil Slade, and they're so fast I can't even see who they are. So the back section, the famous Southport back section. A lot of people are going to maybe shoot me down for saying the next statement, but I'm glad it's still there because I think it's like a signature part of the track in my opinion. A lot of people probably might want to see it go. I've been racing here 20 plus years and I love it. Can't drive it, but I love it. So Neil Crabb, Kev Lee, Tom Yardy, Craig Collinson, but there's an error. And that error comes from Kev. And they're all getting mixed up here. And all it's doing is allowing some of the back cars to come through the field. And it's still Neil Crabb out in front. Tom Yardy looks like a comfortable second, but I'm sure you can't be comfortable on this track. Then we've got Danny McGee running in third. Craig Collinson, Phil Slade, Connor Cocker, Lee Martin, Simon Moss, Kev Lee, and Ellis Stafford. So, Lee Martin makes an error, lets Simon Moss go by. And let's see some lap times. 22.96 from our leader. Wow. Here it comes. I don't know what we're going to call that corner. We used to call it the cobble section. It's not the cobble section anymore. Here comes second place, Tom Yardy. Third place, Danny McGee. Then we've got Craig Collinson. We've got Phil Slade, Connor Cocker, Simon Moss, Kev Lee, Lee Martin, and Ellis. So, Neil, 22.96 best lap last time round, 22.98 on his own, doesn't have to push, but is. And it's all happening behind because it's Neil Craig, Yardy, McGee, Collinson, and then we've got Moss from 10th place, Kev Lee, Lee Martin, Slade, Connor Cocker and Ellie Stafford. So, the big mover is Simon Moss from 10th into 5th, and as likewise Danny McGee from 8th into 3rd. It just shows how hard this track really is. Even the top 10 are struggling here. And a leader's gone down the straight. Here comes second place, Tom Yardy, Craig Collington, and the battle is for 4th, but it's a little bit of a shame because Simon just got a bit of grip roll there, and he was fighting with Danny McGee for the 5th spot, but he drops back slightly now. But here comes our leader. Look, he has absolutely checked out. 45 seconds remaining. This is leg 1. It's still not over, but it's a good start, that's for sure. I can't give you any results. I can only tell you what I'm looking at because my computer's frozen. But it is what it is. We're within 30 seconds to the end. There goes our leader, Neil Craig. I've said that enough times. Tom Yardy is in second, and it looks like Craig Collinson is battling for that second place. And in third, it looks like Danny McGee. Oh, they get together. Time is expiring. Well, it has expired, I should say. It's a race to the finish for second. Oh, Collinson, but they all get all tangled up. Simon Moss is trying to make the time up, doesn't do it. I can't tell you the finish, but it looks like Craig, Yardy, Collinson, McGee, Moss is the way that I remember it, and I've got a thumbs up from race control. So
A final two-wheel drive, leg 2.
A final, leg number 2. Neil Craig steps off in pole position, Lee Martin second, Ellie Stafford third. Tidy start to this final. These are the top 10 here today. Boys on in leg number 1. So Neil Craig, head off down the straight, try and take it in leg number 2. But you guys get settled into it, going through the back section. Absolutely, so very clean start, as being told. Lee Martin still there second, Ellie Stafford third, Neil Craig going away at the front. These guys try and go with him. So Neil Craig coming through the cobble section now. Lee Martin closing ever so slightly, through they go on the back section. Just 1 minute down. 4 still remaining. So very little limit at the front. Starting to gap a little bit to Ellie Stafford there in third. And you see Kev Lee in 4th, Tom Yardy 5th, Craig Collinson 6th, Danny B 7th, Phil Slade 8th, Connor Cocker and Simon Moss. So Neil Craig got his mirrors full of Lee Martin. Oh, up on 2 wheels, just gets it down. Lee Martin putting on the pressure. 1.5 minutes gone, 3:30 remaining, down the straight they go. Those two just gapping Ellie Stafford. Those first and second try and break away there. Great pace, great driving through the back section of the track. Gonna go clean that time from Neil. I'll keep an eye on the lap times. So 23.0 Neil Craig, 23.2 Lee Martin. So Neil just pulling a couple of tenths there at the sharp end. So just over 2 minutes gone. So Neil from Lee. Alice, Kev, Tommy Hardy, Craig Collinson. Those guys all broke away from the chasing pack. And last time through Neil Craig 23.2. Lee Martin 22.9. And Lee Martin comes right up on the back end of Neil Craig into seat at the centre of the track. Absolutely nothing in, all eyes on the lead two cars. And Ellie Stafford still going with them, not being dropped. And Ellis has the fastest lap in this final, 22.6. And you can visually see that now. Lee Martin's slight bobble on the back section, so Ellis on the back of Lee Martin. And Neil Craig trying to go away at the sharp end. 3 down, 2 to go. .22.7 last time through for Ellie Stafford, so Ellie's got some serious pace. Neil makes a mistake there, Lee looking through a move in the top 3, getting even closer together now on the track. Still the same order, just half a second closer together. So Neil Crowell, Ellis just gets it back on his 4 wheels, so he's still not over, but look at Lee Martin, right up on the back end of Neil Craig now. And Neil gets it sideways, Lee going around the inside. What a move. So coming through the back section, can you get 2 cars through there together? Yes, you can, says Lee Martin. So Lee Martin through on Neil Craig. Ellie Stafford also right there as well. 1 minute 10 remaining. Oh, Ellie's thought about it, put the brakes on. So first 3 down the straight. Ellie's looking on the inside. Ellie's through now to second. So Lee Martin, Ellie Stafford, Neil Craig. Referee's in charge of this one, not me. Lee Martin. 45 seconds to go. Trying to keep it all alive and to go for a 3rd leg. Neil Craig wants to get it wrapped up, so he's pushing on now from 2nd place. You can see how hard Neil's trying. 30 seconds remaining. It's going to be this lap of 1 more for the leaders. Kev Lee now up to 3rd. Yardy through to 4th. Kev's over, so Yardy up to 3rd. Ellie's 4th. Meanwhile, all eyes on Neil Craig. Neil just took 4 tenths of a second out of Lee Martin last time round. 12 seconds remaining. Neil giving it everything. This is the final lap. Can anyone try any harder? Lee on 2 wheels. Neil right behind him. Coming around the last few corners. 2, 1. It's to the line. Round of applause for leg number 2. Lee Martin. Neil Craig 2nd. Tom Yardy 3rd. Ellie Stafford 4th, Kev Lee in 5th. That's unofficially.
Here final 2-wheel drive, leg 3.
So the section builds and away we go for a final, leg number 3. So that's Phil Slade dropping down to the back of the field. All eyes on the sharp end, Neil Craig, Lee Martin, Ellie Stafford. Kev Lee, Tom Yardy, Craig Collinson, Danny McGee, Simon Moss, Connor Cocker, and Phil Slade. So Neil Craig took leg number 1, Lee Martin took leg number 2, and any one of 5 drivers could take leg number 3 with it to meet him, depending on the results. Okay, settled into this, approaching the first 1 minute down the straight they go. Neil Craig leads Lee Martin. 4 tenths of a second the current gap. Right through the back section, dropping down into the middle. Neil Craig, Lee Martin, Ellie Stafford. Keep an eye on the laps. 23.15 for Neil, 23.0 for Lee Martin, 22.9 for Ellie Stafford. Very little in here, but Ellie Stafford with the fastest lap in out of 3 cars on that lap. Meanwhile, Neil Craig got his mirrors full of Lee Martin. Very little in it, down the straight to go. 1.5 minutes quickly down, 3:30 remaining. Neil Craig driving nicely through the cobble section. Lee Martin going with him, and Ellie Stafford not too far back, just getting a nice view of this. And Ellie's just closing slightly, as you can see, so it's 3-horse race there at the sharp end. Great, fantastic driving by these drivers. Down the straight they go. 2 minutes down, 3 to go. Car's looking very nice and settled through the back section there. These guys driving beautifully. First 3 just breaking away a little bit now from Beverly and 4. Neil not quite that safe on the jump, so Lee Martin was having a look. Oh, he gets a bit of a bobble there, not enough to affect anything though. Ellie Stafford just closing slightly. Halfway through the race.
2 minutes 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 9, 8, 7. Leading on lap 6.
Neil Craig continues to lead from Lee Martin. Ellie Stafford. 22.8 from Neil Craig last time through. 4/4 of a second, but you can see Lee Martin and Ellie Stafford pushing themselves along. Closing again on Neil Craig this lap. Just under 2 minutes remaining on this A final, leg number 3. Last time through, both Lee Martin and Ellie Stafford closing a couple of tenths on Neil Craig. 1 minute 40 remaining. He'll try and make that car as wide as he can. Lee try and get closer and closer. 22.7 for Neil, 22.6 for Lee Martin. So Lee takes another tenth and starting to have a look. So the result of this meeting comes down to the final 65 seconds left on the race clock. Lee Martin having another look. There's absolutely nothing in it. Through the back section they go almost side by side. 55 seconds. Full concentration from these drivers on the rostrum. Ellie Stafford not too far behind, but Lee Martin getting closer and closer to Neil Craig. 40 seconds to go. Brilliant skill from both these drivers, world class. Not one single mistake, bringing it around. 25 seconds to go. So it's going to be touch and go to get through for one more. Lee Martin through on Neil Craig. He's coming back at him, but shuts the doors. Lee Martin. Is that the move that's going to decide it? 7 seconds on the clock. They could be finishing. It's going to be on time. They may get through. They're going again. They're through by half a second, so this is the final lap. Ellie Stafford up the side of Neil Craig, almost getting second.
Finished. 9 finished.
What a finish to this two-wheel drive event here today. Lee Martin bringing it round. Neil Craig coming back at him again. Ellie Stafford, you have finished. Here they come to the line. And what a finish. Round of applause.
B final 2-wheel drive.
So off we're going for the B final. Here's the almost made it drivers. Really tidy starters are coming through on the opening lap. Car 2, local hero Chris Evison got away through there on Mark Smith. So Evison leads down the straight for the first time. So Chris Evison and Mark Smith through the back section they go, dropping down. Turning left through the centre of the track. Everson certainly knows his way around this track. Smith up on two wheels there, just catching the curve, but not really costing him any time. Got to watch out because Richard Locon, number 3, not too far behind. Oh, big mistake there from Richard, just catching the curve coming through. Fast chicane, good bit of margin there for Mr. Galley. Chris Everson. Mark Smith, Paul Crompton. So Everson 23.2 last time through. Mark Smith 23.4, Crompton 23.6, Adam Perry 23.5. Ed Kerry's up to 5th on a 24.5. So 1.5 minutes down, 3:30 to go. Remember, get yourselves a nice position around the track to watch this A final. Any one of 5 drivers can still take it. You can stand anywhere around the track, just don't stand in front of us commentating please, so we can see. So Chris Everson still leading. Mark Smith getting the hammer down there, just closing the touch. So just over 1 second the gap to Chris Everson. So car 2 still the leader from car 1. They've both made a bit of a gap there to 3rd place. Here's Adam Perry. So Paul Crompton made a mistake, but still staying in 4th position. Just losing a bit of ground there to Adam Perry in 3rd. So Everson pulls out another half a second at the sharp end.
2, 5, 4, 8, 7, 9, 6, 10, 3, leader on lap 6.
So 3 down, 2 to go. Mark Smith is on a charge, just took 0.6 of a second out of Everson's lead. And here they come onto the straight, you can visually see the gap getting smaller. Mark Smith takes another 0.3. And Everson has made a mistake, is over. So Mark Smith putting the pressure on. That's paid off because he's now leading this B final round in front of Chris Everson. Very early on pace, so Everson still got 1.5 minutes to go, so he can still do something about Mark Smith ahead of him. 1st, 2nd and now 3rd down the straight. Adam Perry not giving up on this one, he's there in 3rd, ready to pick up the pieces. So it happens with the lead 2. 1 minute 15 to go. The leaders getting through traffic, keeping out of the way. So they're getting even closer. Everson breathing down the net now with Mark Smith. 1 minute remaining. Grey clouds are looming.
You'll be needing one mid-morning.
So 45 seconds to go. They've dropped 3rd place man, so all eyes on the leaders. Down the straight they go. 23.16 for both of them last time through. So lapping on fairly similar pace. Chris Everson throwing everything at it. 30 seconds to go. He knows it's this lap of 1 more lap to catch Mark Smith. Just keeping it facing the right way. Rubber side down. This will be the final lap, so if Everson's going to do it, it's going to be on this lap. Mark Smith's got to keep it tight, he's coming through the back section, Everson giving it everything. So you're racing to the line drivers. What a drive. Con 1 back in the lead and wins it. Mark Smith wins the big final. Well done. Chris Everson.
C final, 2-wheel drive.
So after all that excitement from the D final, see what these can do in the C final. So then Jemison goes off from pole, his old mate James Helliwell there in 2nd. And Eugene Galley in third. Oh dear, this could end in tears. Very good quick start from these drivers. Ben Jemison trying to pull out already from James Halliwell. So Halliwell second, Eugene third. Blakey in fourth. Very little in there. So 1 minute 15 gone, Ben Jemison is over. Back on the four wheel. So Ben Jemison after that mistake. Can't afford another one. James Halliwell not too far behind. Apologies for the lack of commentary for the last few seconds. He's been working out the A final coming up, leg 3. Make sure you get a grandstand seat around the track. Any one of 5 drivers can still take it today. We're working out. So any one of 5 drivers in the A final. So it doesn't happen very often, but that's getting pretty close. Meanwhile, back of the race, just approaching half race distance. Ben Jemison leading James Halliwell. And the gap is just under 2 seconds now. So Ben's still pushing on. Fastest lap he's done of the race, 23.2 the last time through.
8, 5, 6, 3, 9, 7, 10. Leader on lap 6.
So Jemison through. Halliwell takes half a second back that time. So 1.5 seconds now the gap between the leaders. Big gap then to third. And it's Chris Lake got Josh Holdsworth for company. Down the back section there you go, third and fourth. Again pretty tight there for the final podium spot. One minute 45 remaining. So Ben Jemison extends the lead just over 2 seconds now from Halliwell. Look at the race on now though for third position. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh all there on the same postcode. Very little in it coming through with 1 minute 20 remaining on the race clock. And it's Matt Dodd now up to third from Andy Woods in fourth. Chris Lake down to fifth. You guys just step back a little bit please, just from the commentary bit. Cheers son. 1 minute to go drivers. Ben Jemison still your leader from James Halliwell. So Matt Dodd, got a train of cars behind him. That's down to 3 cars now. So Matt Dodd, Chris Lake and Eugene Galley. Final podium position up for grabs, third, fourth and fifth. Way through the back section. 40 seconds to go. Absolutely nothing in it. In the centre of the track they go. Through what we'll call Trish's corner. Oh, Matt Dodd getting the landing nicely. Chris Lake was looking for a move. No room there. 25 seconds to go. There's been a mistake at the front. Jemison's made a mistake and Halliwell now through to the lead. We're all watching third. Halliwell past Ben Jemison and this is their final lap. 10 seconds to go. But can Jemison do anything about Halliwell? Going to give it absolutely everything on the last lap. Throwing everything out into the centre of the track. James Halliwell's got to bring it round for the final lap for victory in the C final. Jemison's closing. He's running out of track though. Halliwell just got to bring it round the last corner. And James Halliwell snatches it. And Ben snaps it. So Matt Dodd, the final podium position. Just gets round in third nicely.
D final two-wheel drive.
So off and away then for the D final. Carnage at the back end there. Each of the space drivers get settled into it. There's Tristan Neil from car number 1. Leading them round. See if he can copy or better what his old mate Fletcher just did. So Trish leads, Dave Poulter. Pretty close there. Second back to about 7. They're going to push down the straight, Dave Poulter. Place on 1:79. Chris Moody third, Ben Pugh fourth. Joel running fifth. So the big loser, Ian Malish, down to 9th from 4th. Got up from there, but Ian dropping down, so they've got to find some pace. So Trish Neal still leads, Dave Poulter. Getting a bit closer now. So Trish Neal coming onto the straight. And Dave Poulter getting ever closer, half a second now the gap. So 2 down, 3 to go. Oh, Dave Poulter looking to move there, putting the pressure on Trish. No team orders here. So Trish from Dave Poulter. Then Duke on the 5 up to 3rd.
Race order after 2 minutes 30 seconds. 1, 2, 5, 3, 7, 6, 8, 4, 10, 9. Leader on lap 6.
So Chris Neal was pulled up 4 tenths there on Dave Poulter. So Dave Ryder took his foot off the gas. And Trish is absolutely going for it. Massive gap back to 3rd. So 1 minute 50 to go. No pressure from 3rd place Poulter. You may as well centre it at some point. Probably a little bit far back at the minute. Trish, you've been told by Mr. Dells that your car's not quite quick enough down the straight. A bit more horsepower.
Thank you.
However, he is leading, so 1 minute 30 to go. And Dave Poulter is on it. Just took 3 tenths out of Trish's lead. So 1 minute 15 remaining. Dave Poulter through the back section, try and close on Trish Neal. Mark Fletcher's ready just in case any mistake. And those two are 6 seconds clear of 3rd place man Chris Moody. 1 minute remaining. 23.9 for Trish, 23.5 for Dave Poulter. Another 4 tenths. 45 seconds to go. Dave Poulter's working out how much help he needs from Trish at the next meeting. It's getting closer. 40 seconds to go. Oh, Trish up on steering wheel. Steve Pierce was ready. Good save there from Trish. However, Dave Poulter is getting bigger and bigger in those mirrors. Through the back section they go. Oh, a little bubble there. 23 seconds. Oh, Trish is over. You're slipping the corner, so Dave Poulter is big over the jump. So can Trish catch Dave Poulter? Trish is giving it absolutely everything. Screaming down the straight. Oh, Poulter sideways. Here comes Trish through the back section. Into the line. This is the final lap for these two. Trish on the inside. Oh! Both end up on the roof. Tony can't do it. And watch out, because here comes Chris Mooney. Oh, Poulter's over. So Trish takes it from Chris Mooney.
E final two-wheel drive.
So running in the final. Steve Pierce got a handful with the car this time. Major slip. Meanwhile, Chris Dell's got number one reading round for the first time. This is the final. You don't want to take your eyes off it by some of the names on the screen. Leaders. All changing.
Oh, yeah!
Top five on Fletcher, bringing them round now from Kid Jones, Chris Dells, Ian Joyner and David Orwell. So Mark Fletcher now knows what final he was actually meant to be in. He's actually doing quite well, from fifth up to the lead. Another mistake there from Mr. Dells, I think it was. Yeah, dropping right down the field to a nice position. So Mark Fletcher, Kid Jones right behind him. Last time through, Kid was lapping 4/10 quicker than Fletcher. Through the back section they go. 5 and 2. And a race on them for third, fourth and fifth and sixth. Steve Pierce making his way through from 10th up to 6th position. So 1 minute 45 gone.
We want to stop going there.
Leaders on the back section once again. First and second, trying to push themselves along forward to third place. Ian Joyner got pressure there. So 2 down, 3 to go. Fletcher's holding his car on the racing line, driving nicely through the top section. So Kid Jones still in second. Ian Joyner third, and Steve Pierce is up to 4th. So the magic time of Steve Pierce and Slipper has certainly went up to 4th and 10th.
Race order after 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Anthony Farr, David Orwell.
10, 6, 3, 9, 1, 7. Leader on lap 5.
So 3 down, 2 to go. Mark Fletcher just pulling out a little bit more of a lead now at the sharp end. Fletcher's pulled out another 4/10. And he's got to do so because Kid Jones and Ian Joyner, he's now not too far behind, so Ian wanting to get in on the action. Already running third and closing in on the lead 2. Last time through, Ian Joyner took another half a second out of the leaders. So 1 minute 45 on the clock, still time. Fletcher making his car as wide as he can, keeping on the racing line, down the straight they go. Length to straight now between second to third. And the leaders reacting to Ian Joyner, they both pulled out half a second on him that lap. So Ian's looking pretty close and racy this lap, he's definitely closing on second place. Keep an eye on the lap, this lap's looking pretty handy from car number 4, the straight he goes. Certainly does take another half second out of Kid Jones. Kit's made a mistake, so Ian now up to second, Kit down to third, and he's got Steve Pierce not too far behind him in 4th. Mark Fletcher just doing what he needs to do. He's going to go for about 1.5 seconds, up to 2 seconds. Final 1 minute drivers. The race is on for second, third and fourth. Down the straight they go. Into turn number 1. Oh, mistakes there from third and fourth. So 35 seconds remaining on the race clock. Mark Fletcher. Rubber side down. Keep it going on for this lap. And then squeeze through for another one as well. Another couple of laps for the leaders. So Fletcher's lead 1.8 seconds. Are you enjoying doing anything about it? 10 seconds on the clock. Close if you get through for another. 5, 4, close. Fletcher's going through. Will Ian get through? Oh, Ian enjoying a 300.01. So Mark Fletcher on his own.
3 finished, 7 finished, 9 finished.
So Fletcher on his victorious lap. Here he comes to win the E-final. Well done, Mark Fletcher.
F final, 2-wheel drive.
The F-final, what a terrible start there from second place, I think it was. A little bit keen on the on trigger there. No poleman Charlie Ware in this race. So it's young Ben Smith bringing them round from car number 3. Simon Smith's gone off into the pits, he cannot bear to watch. So Ben Smith down the straight, Chris Pattinson in second. And already first, second and third after the first lap starting to pull out a bit of a gap. For advantage at the start.
Come on, Marshall, come on, boy.
I'm going to say that on the back section you don't want to do that, the Marshall will struggle to get to that pole very quickly. Meanwhile Chris Pattinson getting all close to Ben Smith, down the straight they go. Car 7, Joseph Howson there to third. And Chris Pattinson's over. Dropping it down to fourth. So Jim Dixon through now to third. Right, Ben Smith, Joseph Howson not too far behind. Cars 3 and 7 onto the straight they go. So 1 minute gone. Oh, Joseph's looking around the outside. Ben gets the mistake there. And Joseph's over. Oh, yeah, Marshall 3, he kept busy in this one. If anyone else wants to help out Marshall down there, feel free. So Ben Smith, Jim Dixon now up to second, and Chris Pattinson now second. Jim Dixon third. Oh, keep it. So Jim Dixon goes up to Chris Pattinson's car, but he stopped in the middle of the track. Someone's into the catch fencing on the straight. Mr. Evdoka, I think. Good effort, Tone. And we're getting very close on the back section. That's tidy driving. So Ben Smith down the straight he goes. 2 minutes down, 3 remaining. Jim Dixon from 8th on the grid up to 2nd. Gareth Stanton is 3rd. He's showing his car number 2, so I'm guessing it was Gareth Stanton with that heroic start at the beginning. Get the throttle and run out of talent. Oh, Jim Dixon's over, so Gareth Stanton through to 2nd. Jim Dixon back to 3rd.
3, 8, 2.
And more Robinson, oh, he was 4th, Robert having a roll. Down to 5th, back on his wheels.
Leader on lap 5.
So Ben Smith's lead. 3.5 seconds over Gareth Stanton. So can Stanton do anything about the lead? Ben's building up. Keep an eye on the laps. Last time through, Gareth Stanton took half a second. And Gareth Stanton takes 0.8 of a second. So race is on. Stanton is on it. 1 minute 45 to go. Ben Smith keeping it nice and tidy. Gareth Stanton just throwing absolutely everything at this. Jim Dixon there still in 3rd position. And Joseph Howson getting his way back up to 4th. And Robbo is 5th. Once again, Gareth Stanton takes almost 1 second out of Ben Smith's lead and makes a slight mistake on the cobble section. So it's probably going to be even Stevens this lap. Gap is 3 seconds. Ben Smith leads Gareth Stanton. 1 minute 10 remaining. Ben Smith takes a second back to Gareth Stanton that time after Stanton made a mistake. Gareth Stanton pushing on, improving this track, will bite you if you get it wrong. And doing so again, so Jim Dixon now closing up on second place, Gareth Stanton. Joseph Howson not too far behind, and Paul Robinson, so 4 cars coming onto the straight. Here's your race for second, third, fourth and fifth. Meanwhile, 35 seconds remaining, Ben Smith in the middle of the track, all on his own. Gareth Stanton, Jim Dixon, Joseph and Paul are your cars fighting for second, third, fourth and fifth still. So this is the final lap. Stanton's over, dropping him down to fifth. So Joseph Howson up to third, Jim Dixon up to second, and Paul Robinson now fourth. So Ben Smith just got to bring it round. He's going to probably go through for one final lap. Racing to the line, here they come. Jim Dixon holds on to second, Joseph Howson third, Paul Robinson fourth.
G final, 2-wheel drive.
So we're on the G final now. Danny B, got a message for you. You've got to get Fletcher's car. He's on next apparently. A message for Danny McGinn. So meanwhile, back to the race. Let's get settled into this one. So car 2, Edward Callum down the straight. Release from James Evans, car number 3. Gary Collingwood, car 4. Derek Kerr from 10th up to 4th now. So car 10 in these finals, keep getting away to the sharp end somehow. Whether it's sandbagging or just ballistic starts. So car 10 up to 4th. So Edward Callan on to the straight he goes. James Evans not too far behind. 6 tenths of a second to gap. Gavin Collingwood, Derek Kerr, Tommy Hall now up to 5th. Jamie Hall 6th. Isaac McFadden 7th. Laura Hicklin 8th. Andy Wesson 9th. And Lewis Jones in 10th. And we've lost Danny McGee, Simon, somewhere. Freddie's got Fletcher's car, but no Danny. That's the fifth man, Fletcher. So 2 minutes down, 3 to go. Edward Cullen still your leader. And it's all changed now. Start number 3, James Evans coming through in the lead. So Edward's had a bad lap, so James Evans the leader, Edward Cullen. Derek Kerr, car 10 now up to 3rd. Still heading in the right direction there. Tommy Hall 4th, Laura Hicklin up to 5th. He's just pulling out a bit of a gap there.
Race over after 2 minutes 30 seconds. 3, 2, 10, 6, 1, 5, 8, 7, 4, 9. Leader on lap 5.
So James Evans, 3 seconds clear from Edward Cullen. Laura Hicklin now up to 3rd and all over the back of Edward Cullen. Into the centre of the track they go. So a race on for 2nd and 3rd, another race on for 4th and 5th. Oh, someone's off into the scenery. Tommy Hall gone off into the scenery. So he dropped him down the order. So James Evans, Edward Callan, Laura Hicklin. Laura Hicklin literally all over the back of Edward Callan. Leader down the straight, massive gap now back to second and third. James Evans got to keep this rubber side down, facing the right direction, and he is way clear in the final. So Edward Callan still second. 1 minute to go. James Evans lead. Brian Preddy started to look twice in the screen there to check it, but James leads by 7 seconds. So the lead is coming through, nice and tidy. Around onto the straight to start another lap. 45 seconds to go. Second and third spacing themselves out a little bit now as well. I extended the lead, Freddie. 8 seconds now the lead. So 25 seconds to go. So James going around to start his final lap. Edward goes through second. Jamie Hall trying to chase him down there. So into the final closing seconds of this final.
One finished.
And here he comes, James Evans wins the G final. Well done, James.
Finished.
Edward Callan going around the last couple of corners. Finishes second.
2 finished.
Jamie Hall third.
5 finished.
Andy Weston fourth. Lewis Jones.
4 finished. 9.
H final 2-wheel drive.
Away we go for the H final. Someone get it wrong off the line. Driver settled into it. Big mistake there from the leader. On one pole man. Too early knee into the scenery. And again. So car number 2 picks up the run in, Mark Jones. So 2 from 5. So Mark Jones from Mike Elliott. Stay there, car number 3 I think. So Mark Jones leads them round, Mike Elliott second. David Scott from 10th on the grid up to 3rd. So that's another sandbagger. Scott Wyman 4th, Freddie up to 5th, Matthew Williams 6th. So the leader is coming through the centre of the track. So car 2, Mark Jones. Mike Elliott and David Scott first, second and third. 1 minute 20 gone in the race. So 1.5 minutes down, Mark Jones, Mike Elliott. Still separated by the same sort of gap, but car 10 is closing. So David Scott on a mission from 10th on the grid up to 3rd. And he's now to 2nd. Mike Elliott getting all up down the main straight. Right, and David Scott, car number 10, doing anything about the lead from Mark Jones. Keep an eye on the lap times as they go through. Car number 10 absolutely going for it in this one. And Mike Elliott, car not sounding too healthy. He might decide to follow that one. So last time through, David Scott took half a second out of the lead from Mark Jones.
Race order after 2 minutes 30 seconds. 2, 10, 6, 5, 3, 1, 9, 8, 4, 7. Leader on lap 6.
Okay, just a reminder, we need the following drivers lined up behind the rostrum, please. Phil Slade, Ashley Fenson, Paul Cobb, Mark Jones, Josh Holdsworth, Ben Smith and Tommy Hall. Need your drivers as soon as this one's finished, so make your way behind the rostrum, please. Meanwhile, back of the race, 2 minutes to go. Mark Jones still leading David Scott, 3 seconds the gap. Natalie Williams up to third, Stu Hurley running fourth. Battle up for David Scott, Natalie Williams up to second place now. So Mark Jones, Natalie Williams, David Scott, Stu Hurley, Scott Wyman, Freddie Russell, Mark Simpson and Harry Britton. Your four in order. So we've got 1 minute to go. So Mark Jones' lead is 9 seconds over the rest of the field. David Scott back into second, Stu Hurley third, Natalie fourth. So 30 seconds to run. David Scott got Natalie Williams all over the back of him for second and third. That's the close battle on the track. Around the back section now. So this will happen one more for the leaders. Oh, David up on 2 wheels, just gets away with it. Natalie putting the pressure on there for second place. So this will be the final time they go around. All avoiding the crash car. So Mark Jones gone in this one, races on for second, third and fourth. David Scott, Natalie Williams and Stu Hurley through the back section for the final time.
2 finished. 8 finished.
Looks like David just holding on to second from Natalie third, so 3 finished.
3 finished.
Join those drivers and call your name out.
H final 2-wheel drive.
We do look like we've been quick with a fucking loafy box over there.
Okay, so 1 minute 30 in. High final currently on track. You've got Richard Thorpe leading. Neil Saunders, Felix Ruby. And Neil Saunders takes up the run-in. Car number 10 into the lead of this one. So not sure it's bad qualifying, but Neil, car number 10, currently leading the I final. Sandbagging, someone's saying, possibly. So Neil from Felix, from Richard Thorpe, Jason Green, Darren Pollard, top 5. Just approaching half race distance. So just pick up the leaders on the track. Car number 10 still out front.
Race order after 2 minutes 30 seconds. 10, 2, 7, 1, 5, 6, 8, 4, 9, 3. Leader on lap 5.
So they go down the end of the straight. First, second, third, fourth and fifth not too far behind. Neil's lead is a couple of tenths of a second. So Neil, Felix and Richard, absolutely nothing in it. First, second and third. Going around, start another lap onto the straight they go. 2 minutes remaining. So down the straight, full racing pace. Last time behind Neil, 1/10 of a second quicker. And Felix, so it's up to 3/10 now, but absolutely nothing in it, as you can see. So the white car, car number 10, yellow car number 2, and then multicolour car number 7, the top 3. Fourth and fifth not too far behind. So 1 minute 20 remaining. Let's go through the back section, the leaders. Felix looking everywhere you can but not getting the verdict, so staying there in second. So car 10 still leads. Felix Rigby giving it the pressure. And Neil Saunders holding on to the lead. 1 minute remaining. Can these get any closer on the track? Oh, keep it tight, drivers. Oh, change. So 40 seconds remaining. Richard Thorpe now, it's car number 7 takes it up, Darren Pollard. Nope, Jason Green, car 1 back into the lead. So Jason half second clear, Richard. 1:7.5, 6:10, 2, 9, 8, 3 and 4. Here's your close down order, 15 seconds to go. And this lap, one more lap for the leaders. Oh, Jason gets through on 2 wheels, starting his final lap. So Darren catch Jason Green breathing through the back section. Just got to bring it round on the final lap. Top 5 is pushing on. Jason's got to bring around the last couple of corners, and over the line he goes. So car number 1 is back to where he started. Green takes the I final, Darren Pollard second, Sean Norris third.
GA final 2-wheel drive.
So the final 6 away without Roger Mills. And Callum Miles leads us off. I know he's a Schumacher driver and he goes up and through the back section. So leads us all round. Here's the yellow Schumacher going up into the back section now. Coming round past me and out onto the main straight. And he's leading from car 2 is Andrew Simpson. And we all come thundering past. The only unlucky one in that has been Nick Child in the last lap. So Callum currently holds about half second lead over Andrew. Although Andrew's doing what he can now to start to close that down, and a much better last section of the lap puts Andrew right on him as they head off and down the main straight. So Andrew now starting to feel his race and starting to look for a way through on Callum. They go over the fabled back section. It's amazing how easy Neil Cragg makes it look, but I know it really isn't.
So Andrew makes go for a move, but doesn't quite make it stick as they come out to the main straight. Callum retains his lead. That gap's about 3/10 of a second in Callum's favour at the moment. And looks like we've got somebody else here coming to join the party. I'm going to wait for a car number before I shout who. Here's David Dutton. So he's keeping these two honest, making it a 3-horse race. And an absolute gaggle for about 6, 7, 8, 9 comes howling past me down the straight. Which C-Cup runs out of talent. So back to the front, and Callum is still leading this from Andrew. As they thunder up into the back corner, come over the tabletop. Andrew taking a far more conservative approach than what Callum is, but not losing any time by doing it. Oh, and second place is over and needs a marshal. That's going to give Callum about a 4-second lead. So Callum can start to breathe a little bit easier with 2.5 down and 2.5 to go.
5, 10, 4, 6, 9, 8, 7. Leader on lap 5.
So with these two now in clear track, I'm going to look back to the battle for third and fourth, which is between definitely David and the recovering Steve Best. I believe he didn't have the best first lap, so he's trying to make amends for that, and back up and through the field he is coming. He's closing down on David like he's going backwards as they come into the back section. And he's going to start looking for a way through now, so the race is on as they go over the first hump, up towards the old cobble bank, over the second hump, around the old concrete section and then out onto the main straight. The gap is ever closing, so Dave's going to have to start really checking his back mirrors soon. Oh, and as I say that, Steve gets it all wrong, gives Dave a little bit more breathing space. Only for Dave to give him a sympathy crash and hand over third. So that's promoted. And as we come into your final last minute, your order is 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 6, 8, 7 and 9. And Callum continues to lead us by about 1.5 seconds. Although as I say that, Andrew's looking as close as what he ever has as they come up behind, I believe, car 8. White car going down the straight, that is your leaders coming up behind you. And he's already out of the way, so great job, sir. Oh, my bad. So these guys will be starting their final lap as they cross the line. Last time by the gap was about half a second, this time it's about 1.2. Callum giving himself a little bit of breathing space, but here comes Andrew again. As they come onto the back section, Andrew goes for a champion's roll. I don't think that's the best way to save time.
7 finished, 8 finished.
And here comes Callum to take the win.
1 finished. 2 finished. 4 finished. 9 finished. 10 finished.
Good luck, Lee.
K final 2-wheel drive.
Come on!
From Mark Rebel. That's how it was played. Gap looks to be about half a second at the moment. They both go up through the back section. Then Duncan's driving the associated car from Mark and the X-ray. So as they go up into what was the old Colton section, but now we'll start calling the back bend and out onto the main straight. And your gap indeed is about 0.4 of a second between these two. As I say that, Duncan makes a mistake and this promotes Mark Rebel up to the top spot. So watch these two as they go around as they're battling back and forth. Oh, second place is over, but as I say that, our leader is completely over. We're needing a marshal. Logan's running like mad. But that is going to give Duncan a good cut to a 3-second lap lead. And Rebel gets demoted down to third. So this puts John Wilson up to second from 9th on the grid. He's definitely had a good lucky start. Rebel's over again, that's going to give Wilson some breathing space. As these two come through 10 section, over the hump, up towards the old cobble bit. Over the second hump and out onto the main straight. This all is allowing Duncan just to edge away ever so slightly from the rest of the field. And it looks like second place is over. He's going to need a marshal. That's going to put Rebel back up into second. But he has, I think, Kevin Hodgkinson over all over him.
After 2 minutes, 30 seconds. 1, 9, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 6,
so
3,
indeed it is
10,
Kevin Hodgkinson up in third place. And he is definitely starting to look for a way past Rebel. Although the two-wheeling gives Rebel a breather for a second. Kev's back on him as they go up into the back section. Kev is now starting to look left and right. And Rebel's definitely looking a bit square out there. Or he goes for a move up the inside that doesn't quite make it pay off. And needs to go out into the main straight. That gap is nothing. But all of that is playing into Duncan Pole's hands as he is just ever so slightly edging away from the rest of these. Currently has about a 3-second lead. So we'll see what lap time people are doing this time round. We'll see if they can start making some inroads into Duncan. Oh, and Rebel gets it wrong completely. He's into that hose. So Duncan, you now have a 2.5-second lead over Kevin Hodgkinson. And your order as we come into the final 1 minute 15 is 1, 4, 2, 7, 9, 5, 8, 6, 3 and 10. Not sure, but I think we've lost EC. And scratch that as he comes past me.
Come on,
so
steady.
Some long laps
You're
there.
watching, ref.
Looks like DC was still rotating.
Leo,
So
if I hear your voice
last
one
lap
time,
for
I'll
Duncan,
give
this
you a
is going
stop
to allow
count.
Kev to close down, and Kev actually puts in his best lap last lap at 24.92. Takes nearly 2 seconds out of Duncan, and as I say that, he's actually made a pass on Duncan. So Kev takes up the lead right at the best time with only 30 seconds to go, so we'll see what Duncan can do to answer for that. So Rebel looking like he's in a lonely third place there. Oh, the lead is over. This does hand it back to Duncan. And with only 18 seconds on the clock, it looks like you guys are going to be starting your final lap as you cross the line. Indeed, 8 seconds to go. They both cross it. So let's see if Rebel can make it over the line. As I say that, Rebel's sitting currently upside down in the middle of the track.
2 finished, 7 finished, 5 finished, 8 finished.
So Rebel doesn't quite make it by the looks of it. 10 in 300 dead. So this leaves Duncan.
L final 2-wheel drive.
Car 10 leaders coming. Race order after 2 minutes 30 seconds. 6, 4, 7, 2, 9, 8, 3, 5, 10, 1. Leader on lap 5. Watching 9 off the leader. Finished. 6 finished. 5 finished. 4 finished. 7 finished.